Recording is on.
Hey, what's up, friends? It's been a while since I've done a video to talk about mining versus buying coins. I want to do an updated version since there's lots that's happened. Of course, over time, there's a roughly fixed, it's not fixed, it's variable, but just for ease of understanding, there's a roughly fixed supply of daily distributed tokens that go out. And those are equally divided amongst all current active miners, meaning that when you sit on the fence, you pay a price, you pay a penalty, you pay a tax for waiting because more and more miners come on board and they dilute how many tokens you get per day as a miner. But that's not a reason to not mine. That doesn't make any sense at all. That's very, very small thinking because you are still getting daily rewards. You still have a goose that lays golden eggs. And as the price of tokens, the amount of tokens goes down, the price, the value of each token continues to go up. Meaning on a USD value basis, I make the same today as I did when I first started. So it's same. And I want the long-term asset. Now, there has been a weird price range around that $1 mark where it did make pretty good sense to buy some tokens versus mining if we are looking at short-term horizon timescales. If we are very short-term minded, there was a case to be made to buy tokens around $1 relative to the number of tokens that was coming out of the mine at that time. Just that one little weird spot in time, and that's quickly shifting as the price goes up, right? Because at $1,000 buys you 1,000 coins. It would have taken you X number of years, I forget, let's say 5 years or whatever it would have been to get that same 1,000 tokens, right? But that's changing quickly, right? When it's $2 for $1,000, you only get 500 tokens. And so that math continually shifts. But for those with a short-term mindset, you're missing out big time. I just got done finishing a call where I explained those who thought they were outsmarting the system and only decided to buy tokens at 1,000. And let's say they sell next year at $16, they might make 16,000. They get a whopping 15,000. Fantastic. It's 15,000 more than you didn't have. No one would not call that a victory, a big win. That's great. It's fantastic. But it won't affect the long-term trajectory of your life at all. You can't even really buy a used car with that. And so, or maybe a used car, but that's about the upper limit of what you could do with that. I don't think you could get a bathroom renovation for that price. However, had you been mining and had a long-term horizon, it's a guaranteed at every price point, at every token distribution point along the channel, no matter how you measure it, mining will always generate more tokens for you than simply buying tokens. But like I said, as the price goes up, the equation changes and shifts rapidly. And so the answer, by the way, let me give you the Coles notes as I continue to talk. The answer has always been do both. Why would you just do one or the other? I've done a lot of both. I'm very happy about my choices. Very, very happy about my choices. But at certain price ranges, it made sense for me to buy some extra tokens supplementally to the mining I'm doing. But I also continue to increase my mining because that's the smartest play long term by far. As Grant Cardone said, all things money can be summed up in one sentence. You buy cash flow producing assets. Bitcoin doesn't cash flow you. Buying coins doesn't cash flow you. Buying gold doesn't cash flow you. Buying silver doesn't cash flow you. Robert Kiyosaki also likes gold and silver, but he still will tell you the conclusion of all of his books, the secret sauce is to buy cash flow producing assets. We're approaching the 2008 levels of the real estate market. Do you really think that's a good place to be parking the money right now? And I would argue, hell no. So what do we do then? Well, the answer is that you do a bit of both. But if I had to have the choice, honestly, it would be mining because mining does win long-term every time, all the time. And if you only buy coins, you have a diminishing asset, meaning that every single time you need to touch it, every time you need to take a little bit of value off, you are going down and you are going down towards zero every single time you touch it. And there's no way to change it. If you're mining, like I do, every single morning when I wake up, I have more money in the account than I did when I went to bed. I love making money when I sleep. As Warren Buffett said, if you do not figure out a way to make money while you sleep, you will work the rest of your life, period. End of story. There is no debate about that. So where are we at today? Well, again, if you have a short-term horizon, I think it works out to about 3 years. Now, there's a bunch of variables that could change in the mining equation. But for all variables we can control, my friend Steve does this great spreadsheet. If you look at all the variables, what it works out to is about 3 years worth of mining to get the same amount of tokens you would get today if you bought them. If you got a real short-term mindset uh, again, I don't think it's an either or. Living in the land of or is a poverty-based mentality, right? Wealthy people always think in terms of I can do this and I can do that. I don't need to take the vacation or buy the car. I can buy the car and take the vacation if I make smart moves. So it's all about making smart moves, live in the land of and. So I think that mining wins. For those of you on the BOGO program, if you don't understand the BOGO program, I won't explain that today. If you're on the BOGO program, mining absolutely wins. No contest. It's not even close. In fact, if you just take February of next year, so we're only about 7 months out from now, by February of next year, those who are BOGO mining are going to have an extra, probably at least 60 full coins more than those who bought tokens today. So it's like no questions, no contests. Now, if you would have asked me that around $1, that equation, may have shifted. It was a little different. But right now, at today's prices, around $1.75 at the time of this recording, the BOGO plan absolutely wins, right? There's just no contest. It's time to be BOGOing. And if you're not mining yet, I don't know what you're thinking about. We got lots of guys who are figuring out how next year they're going to have hundreds of dollars per day coming into their accounts while they're sleeping. That is a much better deal than catching a little price pump, but I will let you choose what you want. My suggestion is live in a land of and, because soon even the window of and is going away. Only mining will make sense soon. So, all right, I'm signing out. Take care. Have a great one. Hope you got some value from that.